By God, we're live again with the Onyx Path news. And at this very time, the Beatles are number one. Yes, we have shot back in time, it seems. At least that's my understanding. I think the Beatles are at number one again. I didn't think that would happen in my lifetime, but there we are. Anyway, we're not here to just speak about the Beatles and John Lennon being revived via AI. We are here also to talk about the latest releases by Onyx Path Publishing and what releases they have been. Well, last week there was a rather exciting book. I know I always call them exciting, but that's because I am excited every single Wednesday whenever we release something new. Sometimes it's because I don't pay any attention to what book is coming out that week, and when it does, it comes as a nice surprise. So that means I remain excited at all times. It's a very good system. I recommend it. This week's release, or last week's release, was the Jumpstart in print on demand, as well as PDF, of Scion Dragon. Live by the Blade, a wonderful rollicking adventure that you can play all of your Scion Dragon characters through. It not only has the full adventure for you, but it also, on top of that, has the quick start rule set. So in other words, if you don't know how to play Scion, if you need to get into Scion, if you are interested in Scion Dragon and don't know where to start, this is the perfect product to start it with. What's more, you can very easily adapt the Scion Dragon Jumpstart to other Scion games. What do I mean? Well, sometimes I see people saying, I want to run Scion, but I don't know what to do with it, or I can't come up with a story idea. This is a place to get a story idea. Yeah, a lot of people have played A Light Extinguished, which is the Scion, one of our Scion jump starts, and Live by the Blade can be used to follow that, can be adapted to replace it. Basically, it's a whole new resource to use, story guides and players alike. So do check that out. Meanwhile, over on BackerKit, we have The World Below, of course, entering its final week. It has done very well for us indeed. You know, I mention it every single time. It's always a gamble. It's always a risk whenever we release a brand new RPG. This one seems to have found a good number of fans. It's already over 700 backers. I do hope we can hit 800 by the campaign's conclusion. And we're about $200 away from our next stretch goal. So everything is proceeding as planned, better than planned, because we hit funding in our first 48 hours. Let's see how many more stretch goals we can hit before the end with The World Below. Remember, there's a lot of discussion pertaining to The World Below in the Onyx Path Discord. So if you're interested in finding out about that game, come on over. It is linked below, along with the Dragon Jumpstart, along with the World Below backer kit. Come on over and, by all means, engage in the chat. Talk about your favorite settlements, what you want to do with the sorceries, any questions you have about the systems. There's a lot of very eager people on there already who want to discuss those things with you. Also, we have a Start.Playing, not night, but weekend. That's right. Our Start.Playing evenings, hello Schrodinger's cat, whether you're there or not, I will say hello. Our Start.Playing evenings that we've been doing once a week have gone so well that we have expanded to Start.Playing game weekends with Onyx Path. That's right. We are blocking out entire weekends so that you can play our games every single month. So if you've been looking for a regular gaming group, this may be the best place to find one or set one up. I once again link the website below, the FAQ, so you can actually find out what you need to about running said games and forging such groups. This is a wonderful opportunity, a wonderful place you can go where you can basically run any of the games that we support and have a lot of fun doing it. Plus, if you are running the games, you can price those games. You know, I recommend pricing at a figure you deem fair. And remember, you will get a cut of whatever you put as the cost of running. It's a wonderful system. I recommend it. So, with that said, I don't really need to say much more. The Scion Dragon Jumpstart, I have every confidence it will do well. The World Below enters its final week, and I have every confidence that, as is always the case, the last 48 hours are going to heat up something rotten, as they always do, and Start.Playing, giving us a gaming weekend every single month, is going to hopefully change the shape of some people's gaming habits, because so many people who get in touch with us on Onyx Path will say, I love your games, I love reading them, I just don't know where to go to run them or play them. Start.Playing is an excellent place to do it. And now I've got a question over here in the chat, which I will be more than happy to answer. Nicholas Milioni says, just out of curiosity, why is your room so dark, Matthew? Well, it's called winter. And that is the season we are entering over here in the UK, where it starts getting dark at around 3:30, 4 p.m. Mainly, of course, because we change our clocks over here. We have left British summertime and entered Greenwich Mean Time again, and I believe the North Americans have likewise changed their clocks, just because our countries like to keep these things roughly in sync with each other. So that's why it's so dark. I do have a light on above my head. I can even change its colors for mood. So look, whoa, I'm now immersed in a rather sickly green. Or, of course, I could go a little wilder with that and maybe blue. Blue doesn't show up terribly well, but it's like being in a disco in here, as you can tell. I'm sure some of you are far too young to have ever attended a disco. And look, now the light bulb isn't working. There we go. Now we're in immersive red. It's time to run some vampire. Anyway, with that said, it's not exactly the most responsive system in the world. There. I am once again illuminated in harsh white light, and I will be leaving you to join the Monday meeting for this week. But as always, do head on over to the Onyx Path Discord to ask your questions about our games and go to Start.Playing to get yourself into a gaming group. And if there isn't one there that you like, set one up. That is the best way to do it. Thank you very much for watching. Nearly forgot what I was saying halfway through that sentence, which is very odd because I say that one quite a lot. And I will see you again soon.